Remains a classic, and in just 2 weeks, on Friday, November the 7th, Omaha film historian Bruce Crawford will host his 35th tribute to a classic film with a screening of what else but Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. And joining me this afternoon with more about the event is Bruce Crawford. 35 classic film events.
In 22 years. This is the 35th one, yes.
Wow. And this one we have.
I must be crazy.
Just in time for Halloween. This movie, even though it's, what, 51 years old now?
Yeah, it's still intense.
It's still intense.
The clips we just saw, Tippi Hedren, who will be our guest, is in the famous telephone booth scene where the birds try to get her, the seagulls.
So why this film this time?
Yeah, I've been wanting to do it for a long time, Deanna. I just couldn't get it to come together until finally my schedule, our event schedule, and our guest schedule all came together. It's all, it all has to come together, and it did come together this time.
Sure.
And just a week after Halloween, so the timing couldn't be better.
Exactly. So tell me, what do you have planned for this event?
Well, we're going to have our guest come on stage, of course. She's going to regale us with stories of working with Hitchcock. They had quite a tumultuous relationship, you might know.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yes, they had quite an interesting relationship. They made the two films, The Birds and After the Birds, Marnie. And she will talk about that. And then Nicholas will be coming in from Chicago, the world-famous pop artist. In the United States Postal Service, we're going to have an unveiling of a commemorative stamp and envelope honoring the film and Miss Hedren, which is a real great honor for us. Our fifth one, by the way.
I was going to say, and this isn't the first time we've had that.
The fifth one, exactly.
The fifth one.
And then we'll have an autograph session, and Miss Hedren will be autographing and selling photos and memorabilia and such from the movies. And people will be coming probably dressed up with, I might even have a black crow of my own I might be bringing to the event.
All right, so this event is open to the public, but you do have to have a ticket.
Yes, tickets are available at all the Omaha, and I stress Omaha only, Hy-Vee food stores, customer service counters. They're only $23, very affordable, and it helps benefit the Nebraska Kidney Association, or they can just call 402-932-7200. And it's Friday, November 7th. It's number 35 at the Joslin Art Museum. It's going to be quite a salute to the Hitchcock classic.
Absolutely, and again, great timing because it's just a week after Halloween.
It is, exactly. Yeah.
And you, of course, are bringing in Tippi Hedren.
Tippi Hedren will be here in person. Yes, the last of the great, cool, tall, beautiful blondes, as Hitchcock called them, because he had Grace Kelly and he had, Kim Novak. And Tippi was the last one of his career, and his films really never quite went so far after The Birds. The Birds was his last really big, huge film, his big, huge, iconic film.
Yeah.
It's the one most people cite when you mention Hitchcock. It's usually the first title that comes out of people's mouths is The Birds. Absolutely,
and Hitchcock was he was the first to really kind of define his particular art in making these type of films. Yeah.
He was an auteur. And he had this thing about isolation, like you just saw with the scene in the phone booth. He takes things that are so common, like a shower in Psycho. Everyone takes a shower, but it became a place of horror. The telephone booth in The Birds becomes a place of horror because she's trapped and the birds are tracking her. She can't get out.
Exactly.
It's unique because his films are primal. They really touch something in us in the subconscious, And we all can identify. And who can identify with birds? We're outside every day and we see the birds flying in the air, so it's kind of it's a disturbing feeling.
All right, one more time. The event is Friday, November the 7th at 7 p.m. at the Joslin Art Museum. Tickets $23 a piece, and you can buy them only where?
At the Hy-Vees, just the Omaha only Hy-Vee food stores, customer service counters, or you can call 402-932-7200. That's the Nebraska Kidney Association, which this will benefit.
All right, very good. Bruce, thanks so much for being with
us
today.
Thanks for having me again.
Hope you have a great turnout. Sounds like a fun event.
Thanks.
All right.